Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Move and Shoot. I'm Marcus. This is my channel, and in this channel you will find everything that has to do with shooting, with working out, and with outdoor lifestyle. Right now I'm preparing for my first tactical games, and I want to take you on my journey along with it. If you want to know my approach on how to train for the tactical games, if you want to know how to be more efficient in the gym without using any effectiveness, how to save time, and get a template of a workout week, which I'm going to give to you, then you're in the right place. So who am I? Who am I to talk about how to train for the tactical games, since it's going to be my first tactical games, which I'm going to do in a few weeks in Poland over here in Europe. I'm a veteran of the German military, the German armed forces. I used to be in the German mountain infantry for 15 years. I was a JTAC, I was an anti-tank platoon commander as well as a company commander. And the last 8 years I spent being a gym owner of a CrossFit gym, functional fitness gym, however you want to call it. And for the last year I've done remote coaching and online programming for athletes and all kinds of training styles, functional fitness, i.e. CrossFit, hybrid style training, or even something like triathlons and ultramarathon. So before we get into today's main focus of the video, I want to talk about the 5 different kinds of training I see for the tactical games. The first way to train for the tactical games is your general physical preparedness, GPP, or general strength and conditioning work you should be doing. The second kind is your tactical games specific strength and conditioning workout or movements that you should practice. The third kind obviously is your shooting. What kind of shooting do we have at the tactical games? It's going to be mostly bullseye kind of shooting paired with IPSC. That's what it's called over here in Europe, or USPCA. That's what it's called in the US. Type of practical shooting. And then we're going to combine all of those skills together in stages that you shoot and where you shoot and move at the same time. So that's where you want to be proficient at shooting under duress, under stress, as well as have enough fitness to obviously finish the workouts and be faster than your counterparts. Today's focus of the video is going to be general strength and conditioning. I picked a few exercises that I did. I'm going to tell you why I picked those specific exercises. I'm also going to show you how to save a little bit of time so you're not stuck in the gym for 3 hours every day. And I'm going to do a little bit of a workout, but today's workout is going to be a more tactical games specific kind of training. I'm going to tell you later what those workouts look like and what you should look out for if you want to be more specific with your tactical game style training.
Okay, so the first thing obviously you want to do is to warm up. What we're going to do today is basic rowing intervals of 15 calories and then do some single leg kettlebell Romanian deadlifts paired with some high pulls. What you don't see on camera is the mobility because that's boring. We're going to do some scapular pull-ups and some shoulder mobilization with a band. After the warm-up, we get right into the first superset, which is going to be 5 deficit Romanian deadlifts paired with Superman hip extensions. It's a new exercise that I've introduced the last few weeks, and it's helped me quite a lot to get that extra kick on those backside muscles.
Alright, so why do I deadlift with a deficit, and why do I do Romanian deadlifts? There's a simple reason for it. In the tactical games there's lots of sandbag work where you have to pick up the bag from a lower position than you would with a regular barbell, and you kind of want to simulate that inside the gym. You don't always have to train with a heavy bag because you can scale more, you can add more weight with smaller increments than most gyms have sandbags, so you can actually get your linear progression but also with the bigger range of motion that you would have with a regular sandbag.
Okay, so in Superset 2 the focus shifts from lower to upper body, and we're starting off with AMRAP strict pull-ups directly into 10 to 12 deficit tempo push-ups with a 2-second hold in the bottom position.
Always stay hydrated. So why do you want to do supersets? Simple reasoning, time saver. There's no disadvantage. It's actually more beneficial. It also gets your heart racing a little bit more. And as long as you go after like a push-pull principle for lower and upper, or you can even mix it up. You can do a lower push, upper push, or lower pull, upper pull. There's no reason why you should just do a single exercise every 3 minutes and be in the gym for like 3 hours every day. So before we get into today's tactical game style workout, I first have to tell you why you should do those kinds of workouts. It's a simple reason compared to something like, because most people, not most people, but a lot of people say tactical games is something like CrossFit and shooting at the same time, which is not quite true. Why? Because the tactical games, when they build and program their workouts, they want to keep them as simple as possible because we as athletes, we judge each other. I, in my squat, I'm going to judge somebody else who also has to judge me. And obviously you want to get that subjectivity out of the equation as much as possible and keep the movements as simple as possible for you to judge. So you're going to have something like simple grunt work. We have to move your body or weight from A to B, either by running or carrying something like farmer's carries or lunging with weight. You're going to have to do burpees, but burpees are not the regular kind of burpees and not the CrossFit kind of burpees. They're going to be hand release burpees and mostly over something. So either you have to step up and over something, or you have to jump over something or crawl under something in order to finish your rep. Then you have something like rope climbs, where you just have to hit your bottom spot and your top spot and make sure you reach enough height. So everything that's easy to judge is going to be something that the tactical games like to use, as well as conditioning pieces like Concept 2 rowers, skis, or bikes. Concept 2 is a sponsor this year, as far as I can tell. Concept 2 is a sponsor, so that's obviously one implement you're going to see at a lot of tactical game style events. So that's why I picked those workouts in today's workout, which I'm going to introduce to you now in the gym. The last piece is going to be the conditioning part, which is going to be 3 rounds with 5 intervals of 60 seconds of work, followed by 30 seconds of rest. After 5 rounds of this, we're going to go into a 3-minute break and repeat the whole thing 3 times. The 2 exercises is just a couplet. It's going to be 10 sandbag burpee get-overs with 45 kilograms and 12 calories row. And that's it. And now let's get started.
Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. Yeah, you ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon.
Today's workout was a shorter sprint interval kind of workout with 60 seconds of work. It was hard, but I kind of find those workouts where you have to do like 4 to 6 minutes of hard work with like 2 to maybe 3 minutes of rests harder, those tempo kind of workouts, but that's also something that you can mix it up with. What else can you do? I prepared a whole week of training for you to check it out. I'll put it up on the screen, but I'll also talk about it a little bit. So what I and how I like to program my workouts is for people who actually have like a job and cannot spend 3 hours in the gym every day. My intent is to program workouts for people that earn their money somehow to pay for all that ammunition and take care of the family and take care of the dogs and everything else. So my workouts are usually slotted around 60 to 90 minutes, maybe if it's a really long workout and it's a long zone 2 workout where it's like something like bike riding outdoors or something, it's going to be a 2-hour workout, but that's would be unusual, I could say. So how can we structure a workout week? For example, on Monday you can start with a strength focused day, lower pull muscles, lower pull exercises for your lower body, like deadlifts or lunges, paired with upper push exercises like a bench press or a shoulder press or anything that pushes weight away from you. And I will also, on your first training day of the week, after you have a little bit of a break on the weekend, I would also implement sprint interval conditioning kind of workout. That's exactly the kind of workout that I just did in the workout earlier, where you do 30 to 90 seconds of work from 4 to 8 rounds and pair that with 30 to 60 or even 90 seconds of rest, depending on the kind of workout and the kind of stimulus you want to set between those high intensity interval trainings. Tuesday should be a Metcon focused day, usually 2 pieces. The first piece is going to be monostructural, something like 4 to 5 intervals of 4 to 6 minutes of work, with an RPE of 7 or 8 on any kind of rower or even on running outdoors or on a treadmill, with 3 to 4 minutes of rest in between. That should be piece number 1, or you can switch them around, do it as piece number 2, whatever you like. The other piece should be functional fitness style Metcon. For example, 5 rounds for time with 50 feet of weighted lunges, 10 burpee box jumps over or burpee over something, and 3 rope climbs. That could be a second piece for 5 rounds, in case I forgot to say it earlier, and that could be a day 2. Your third day, which is going to be the Wednesday, if you structure it like this, should be your strength only day, where you, for instance, do lower push muscles exercises like squats or box step-ups or single leg Bulgarian split squats or anything like that, paired with upper pull muscles where you do rows or pull-ups, even do your bicep curls or anything that trains your upper pulling muscles. You can also use this day to implement some core work for your lower back and your midline, on a GHD, on a pull-up bar, hanging knee raises, hanging leg raises, cable crunches, banded crunches. I recommend always doing crunches with weight because it trains your muscles specifically more, because if you lose weight with everything else, then you should also be able to use your weight with your six-pack muscles. So that's what I recommend. Thursday, there's 2 options. Could be either your full rest day or maybe your zone 2 day, where you do like an hour or an hour and a half of easy zone 2, lower intensity workouts, either like go running or biking. You can do it indoor or outdoor, whatever floats your boat. That's totally up to you. And then on Friday should be your tactical games style workout day. So use tactical game style movements and try to implement them into a workout specific for your tactical games, if you want to train specifically for the tactical games. And then Saturday, you can level it up one more and you can do your stage simulations. Like you can practice your shooting at first. I always recommend going shooting once every week if you can, or once every 2 weeks. If you can't do once every week or once every 2 weeks, or once every 2 weeks is stretching the limit a little bit. You can also implement working out tactical game style stages with dry fire exercises and pair those together. That's also a possibility, which you can do at home or even in your gym if you have a really, depends on where your gym is, let's put it like that. And then besides practicing your basic shooting and your basic practical kinds of shooting, you should always implement like a simulated stage from the tactical games and just see how it works and get a feel for it. And then Sunday, obviously, should be another rest day before you go into the next high intensity week, or you go into the next high intensity workout on Monday. That's it. I hope you liked it. If you like it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow my channel. If you want to know my setup for the tactical games, which I'm going to start in a few weeks, and why I chose these tools, there's going to be a little bit of curious equipment which I'm going to be using, and I'm going to explain exactly why and how I use that stuff in that video you can see up here. Thank you very much. Take care. Good night and goodbye.